from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news. I'm Leah Schwagel.
And I'm Alexei Mezhuev. Topping our newscast this week, Board of Education holds its regular monthly meeting. Student named to North Carolina Elementary Honors Chorus. And officer friendly visits College Park Elementary to talk safety.
Our top story this week, the Board of Education held their monthly meeting on November the 1st in the Board of Education Center. With this month's board notes is YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
The November Board of Education meeting featured a number of administrative appointments and a host of instructional items under new business. Let's get right to the board notes. The meeting opened with recognition of achievement. Forest Hills Elementary and the Child Nutrition Department were awarded the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Healthier Challenge Bronze Level Award. Bethany Nay, the 2016 Exceptional Children's Teacher of Excellence, was recognized, as was Wrightsville Beach Elementary as a 2016 National Blue Ribbon School. Under administrative personnel, the following administrative recommendations were made and approved. Jackie Jethro will be the new Director of Elementary Education. Rob Morgan will become the new Principal of New Hanover High School with the retirement of James McAdams. And Ivy Moraine will be the interim principal at DC Virgo, while the current principal is out on medical leave. Board member Edward Higgins provided the Head Start Liaison Report, presented the Head Start Monthly Expenditure Report, and the 2016-17 Governing Bylaws for Policy Council for Head Start, which were approved by the school board. Under information, policies for first reading included Policy 6236, Employment of Teachers Without Career Status, Policy 6450, Grievance Procedure for Employees, and Policy 7413, Report Cards. LaShawn Smith, Superintendent of Instruction and Accountability, gave the 2016-2017 low-performing school plans, while board member Edward Higgins gave the highlights from this year's NCSBA Fall Law Conference Report. In the Superintendent's Report, Dr. Markley provided an update on the progress made in developing the new CTE High School. This included a working name for the school, the hiring of a consulting firm, and the expected enrollment numbers as the school grows. In new business, 6 items were presented and discussed. They included the new digital learning plan, a lease agreement with Modular Technologies for 2 modular classroom buildings for College Park Elementary once it moves to the Sidbury Road complex, and the 2016-17 Gifted Advisory Council membership. All 3 items were approved. Also approved was the 2016-17 School Improvement Plan Executive Summary, the 2017-18 school calendars, and a sole source purchase request to continue working with Curriculum Associates. The next regular Board of Education meeting will be Tuesday, December 6th at 5:30 p.m. at the Board of Education Center, 1805 South 13th Street. As always, if you cannot attend the meeting in person, you can watch the rebroadcast Tuesday nights at 6 p.m., Friday mornings at 8 a.m., and Sundays at 1 p.m. Board meetings can also be watched online at nhcs.net. That's your board notes for November. Back to you.
In other news, students at William Elementary learned about community helpers to help with the lessons that College of Health and Human Services on the campus of UNC Wilmington brought to their Pause for People out to teach third graders in Ms. Hayes' class about the value of service dogs for people with disabilities. Students learn that service dogs assist people with a physical disability by performing tasks that their partner cannot do or have trouble doing, such as picking up dropped items, turning light switches on and off, standing and bracing for stability during a transfer, and so much more. Williams' third graders were so surprised to learn that service dogs accompany their partners wherever they go, including the workplace, shopping, and traveling. that these dogs provide a degree of independence that many people with a disability have never had before.
The North Carolina Elementary Honors Chorus is a group of approximately 197 students who are chosen from across North Carolina to perform at the North Carolina Music Educators Association Conference each year. The purpose of this honors chorus is to provide students with the opportunity to develop their abilities to the greatest possible extent. This year, New Hanover County Schools is excited to have a wonderful group of students selected to attend the conference to learn and sing. With a complete report is YSN reporter Kathy Kale.
14 singers from New Hanover County Schools were selected to participate in the 2016 North Carolina Elementary Honors Chorus, sponsored by the North Carolina Music Educators Association. Teachers who are members of the organization were allowed to send in auditions from 6 of their students. Adjudicators are hired to select the members of the honors chorus. Teachers work with their students in preparation for a concert, and students spend the day before the concert working with the clinician. 3 students from Bellamy were selected. They are Rachel Lim, Emmy Ross, and Alana Wade. Their teacher is Emily Pross from Blair Elementary. Sophia Knight, Sinclair Rogers, and Madison Stevens were selected to honor chorus. Their teacher is Amanda Henson. Coddington Elementary music teacher Mary Tyndall had 5 of her 6 nominees selected to the honor chorus. They are Emma Gordon, Avie McNeely, Megan Rogers, Kyra Shanette, and Tatum Stubbs from Holly Tree. Olivia Brown will represent her school. Her music teacher is Susan Gardner. Finally, from Ogden, Isabel Jones and Kaylee Pettigrew were selected for the honor chorus. Their teacher is Lynn Stem Key. Henry Leck, founder and artistic director of the Indianapolis Children's Choir, was the guest conductor. The Indianapolis Children's Choir is one of the largest and most respected children's choir programs in the world. Participating in the North Carolina Elementary Honors Chorus is one of music's most rewarding events for elementary teachers, students, and their families. The New Hanover County Schools students joined their peers in a concert at the State Music Association Annual Professional Development Conference in Winston-Salem. Reporting for your school news, this is Kathy Kale.
Finally, the Wilmington Police Department officers Friendly and Sidekick came to College Park Elementary to talk safety. During the talk, the officers taught students worked to help develop an early awareness and understanding of the many ways the police department protects and aids the community. The officers discussed the job of a local law enforcement officer and encouraged them to trust and respect their local police officers. Appropriate for the early reader, contains words recognition on most pages. The students also learned about the importance of 911 and how and when to call the number. During the presentation, the guest speakers also talked about stranger danger, because young children often hear scary stories about strangers and learn about avoiding strangers. The two officers topic extra time to identify safe strangers such as police officers in their uniform and badges, with strangers who may not be safe. As the presentation wrapped up, all the College Park students got a chance to high-five Officer Friendly on the way back to class.
Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on what's next in your life, Transition Fair Big Success, World Animal Day focus on endangered animals in Asia, and early college high school recognized for 100% graduation rate.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Lace up the cleats, put on the pads, and tape up those ankles. The football edition of Sports Roundtable is back for its 17th season on the Learning Network. I'm Joe Catanacci. If you're a high school football fan, then join me for Sports Roundtable. We feature the area's most in-depth look at local 4A gridiron action. From a strong defense to an explosive offense, we spotlight it all on the Sports Roundtable. Each week, you'll get a first-hand account of all the plays from New Hanover County Schools' 4 head football coaches. It's the Sports Roundtable, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. right here on the Learning Network. Sports Roundtable is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza, Sam's Club, and PortCityDaily.com.
Welcome back to your school news. As a part of North Carolina Disabilities Employment Awareness Month, New Hanover County Schools Transition Advisory Team held their annual What's Next in Your Life Transition Fair for parents and students with disabilities and special needs. For the second year, the fair was held in the Union Station meeting rooms at Cape Fear Community College. We get a full report from YSN reporter Johan Yellow.
It was a big day for the school system's transition department as they held their annual transition fair for students from the Career Readiness Center, Ashley, Hoggard, Laney, and New Hanover High Schools. The fair is designed to help high school students with disabilities and their families plan for life after high school, and it featured both Wilmington area agencies and employers.
So we have registered 38 agencies and 13 employers to give our students an opportunity to understand their post-secondary or after high school opportunities to continue their education or move into vocational tasks.
The fair offered students and their families the opportunity to meet with private and public agencies that provide a variety of transition support services. The event was a convenient way to learn about resources available for transitioning youth. This year even featured representatives offering training opportunities and post-secondary programs to help individuals prepare to move from high school to life after high school.
I will help you get a job and navigate the whole process. So, from interview skills to professional skills, talking with employers, filling out the applications, getting the job, and then, teaching success skills on the job.
The Transition Fair also drew representatives from a number of local businesses: Kmart, Walgreens, 101 Mobility, and Lowe's Home Improvement.
We have several types of different jobs that would lend themselves to people with different kinds of disability. We have loaders, we have waterers that work in our outside lawn and garden, customer service employees.
This year's Transition Fair also included evening breakout sessions. Sessions included presentations on legal questions and concerns, vocational rehabilitation services, and the Trillium Health Resources.
We want to make sure that we're providing the best care possible to these individuals in our local community. So a fair like this absolutely gives people different resources and can answer questions for things that they may not be aware of.
The fair exposed students and parents to the employment and educational opportunities as well as the community services that are available to them in the greater Wilmington area. Reporting for your school news, this is Johan Yellow.
All matter can move from one state to another. It may require extreme temperatures or extreme pressures, but it can be done. That's the lesson students learned in Miss Griggs' Ashley High School Honors Earth and Environmental Science class learned today. During class, they discovered through experimentation that when a mass of air contains as much water vapor as it can hold, the air is saturated. Warm air can hold more water vapor than cold air, so if a mass of warm air is cooled, it can no longer hold some of its water vapor. Some of the water vapor condenses, which means the water vapor changes back to a liquid. Filling one glass with room temperature water and another with ice cubes, students observed that after about 15 minutes, the glass containing room temperature water remained dry on the outside while the glass containing ice water got wet on the outside, with a layer of condensation, also known as dew. This experiment shows just what they learned, that dew formed because the ice water cooled enough to cause the water vapor in the air coming into contact with the glass to condense into liquid form. The room temperature water did not cool the glass enough to cause the air surrounding it to reach its dew point. It was a fun experiment and just part of their studies of Earth and the environment.
Murrayville Elementary School has been awarded a Bright Ideas grant from the North Carolina's Electric Cooperatives for almost $1,500. The grant money will be used for the school's Innovation Station. With the grant money, the project will be upgraded to Innovation Station 2.0. Will continue to be a laboratory for all students, kindergarten through 5th grade, to visit with their homeroom class. The Innovation Station at Murrayville nurtures creative thinking, opens up doors for problem solving, and features engaging games, activities, experiments, and simulations, all while integrating core areas of the curriculum. The grant money will be used to expand the program's STEM robot coding, Qubits Extreme Visual Dexterity Challenge, Legos, and real-world STEM challenge kits. Fourth grade teacher Heather Powell was the grant writer.
In honor of World Animal Day, students in Ms. Sarakovic's second grade researched endangered animals in Asia to make a brochure to share with classmates. World Animal Day is an international day of action for animals' rights and welfare celebrated around the feast day of Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of animals. Students learned that an endangered species is a species whose population is so small that it is in danger of becoming extinct. During their students' education, the Forest Hills student learned that many of the endangered animals of Asia are in danger of dying out because of human activities that destroy their habitats and disrupt their food chains. That some animals are also lost because they are hunted for their skin, horn, and body parts. During their studies, students learned that the bird-winged butterfly, the Indian rhino, the monkey-eating eagle, and the Malayan sun bear are just a few of the animals endangered.
Isaac Bear Early College High School was among 70 top-performing schools across North Carolina that were recently recognized for achieving a 100% graduation rate. Principal Mary Paul Beal accepted the award on behalf of the school at an award luncheon held in Research Triangle Park. Superintendent Dr. Tim Markley was in attendance at the event to represent New Hanover County Schools. The school system, along with other North Carolina districts and schools with the highest graduation rates in 2016, received the award. State Superintendent Dr. June Atkinson made the presentation. To receive an award, schools must have 10 or more students in their cohort. The full report of the state's cohort graduation rates, as well as previous year's reports, is available online at ncpublicschools.org.
Now don't go away. Coming up, this National Speak Up survey is now open.
Plus, in Education Index, Minecraft launches a new educational tool.
Your school news will continue after the break.
I'm Johanna Carey.
And I'm Justin Hackling. Join us this week for the morning show.
Start your mornings off with outstanding and exciting features.
This week we have a new edition of What's Up with NASA, where we take a look outside our atmosphere and into the cosmos.
We also have a new episode of A+ Teacher. We sit down with Trask Middle School's Teacher of the Year, Diana Woodlock.
And I'm Tyler Dawson. I'll have the latest Your School news on the morning show. The students at Forest Hills got a taste of international flavors, and I'll have all the details.
We also have this week's lunch menu, our hilarious joke of the week, in the morning show math.
So join us for the morning show weekday mornings at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. right here on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time for our Education Index, a look around the nation and the world at some of the top stories in education. Topping the index, Tennessee was the only state whose 4th and 8th grade science scores grew faster than the national average, according to the 2015 National Assessment of Educational Progress. Informally dubbed the nation's report card, the report gauges students' knowledge of Earth and space, physical and life sciences, and features national science results for 4th, 8th, and 12th grades, as well as 46 states' data for 4th and 8th grades. It also measures how students implement science practices. Tennessee, which was on a par with national science averages in 2009, tied with Utah for the fastest growing 4th grade science scores, and shared the second place title with Georgia for 8th graders. In other education news, several recently released reports now indicate that a lack of Hispanics in college can hurt everyone's paychecks. It's not politics or altruism, it's math. By far, the fastest growing group of college-age people is Hispanic. If they continue to lag behind the dwindling number of college-age whites in getting university degrees, as they do now, there will be too few workers to take up the slack of baby boomers retiring from essential high-salary positions and too many in lower-paying jobs. That means less innovation, dwindling consumer spending, more poverty, and decreasing tax revenue to cover spiraling demand for services. As a result, improving higher education for Hispanics is now more than altruism, it's about self-interest. Finally, this month's launch of a Minecraft version tailored for the classroom is exciting educators and parents alike. Minecraft Education Edition provides a team play mode for up to 30 students and allows them to take pictures of their work for teachers to track their development. It also adds a chalkboard feature so teachers can post information or give instructions during the game. It has a single sign-on feature for privacy and security protection and a non-player character function that enables educators to act as guides within the game. Minecraft supporters say that it's all about logical thinking and critical thinking and how it expands that student's mind from that perspective. And that's this week's Education Index, a quick look at some of the interesting education stories from around the nation and the world. Now don't go away, we'll be right back with the Lunch Bill Affair. This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net.
I'm Eimer Smith, Director of the Child Nutrition Department. As a provider of child nutrition for our pre-K through 12th grades, my staff is challenged every day. Nutrition and wellness issues impact nearly every aspect of a child's life. It affects their ability to think, learn, grow, and develop into healthy adults. Students want convenience and choice. Parents want well-balanced, nutritious meals. The Child Nutrition Department strives to meet the needs of both. I invite you to visit us on the web and take advantage of our nutrition resources.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill Affair. Hunter Ledman, our lunch menu reporter, joins us now with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working for the new Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks. As I told you last week, November is Good Nutrition Month. This week is a perfect week to replace your unhealthy habits with smart, healthy choices for a healthier body. In fact, this unbalanced week of education is a perfect week to combine good eating habits at home and at school. Let's take a look at this week's menu. Tuesday, November 8th is a teacher workday and we have no school, so eat wisely at home. Back in school on Wednesday, November 9th, choose from mouth-watering buffalo chicken wrap, corn dog nuggets, or a bacon cheeseburger. On the side, enjoy pasta salad, glazed carrots, garden salad, applesauce, and fresh fruit. On Thursday, November 10th, you get a choice of beefaroni with a breadstick, a buffalo chicken wrap, or a chicken fillet sandwich. Our side items include Great Northern beans, veggie cup, garden salad, diced peaches, and fresh fruit. On Friday, November 11th, we are out of school for Veterans Day. Observed annually on November 11th, the day is aside to honor all military veterans who served in the United States Armed Forces. It coincides with the anniversary of the end of World War I, which formally ended at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. There's no one diet that's right for everyone, so it is important to follow the healthy eating plan that's packed with tasty foods that keeps your unique lifestyle in mind. One good rule of thumb is your sweet tooth is getting a late night craving. Eat fruit. It'll satisfy your craving and at the same time won't be too many calories right before bed. Monday, November 14th, choose from delicious chicken parmesan sandwich, a bean burrito with Spanish rice, or a cheeseburger. On the side, we have barbecue, pinto beans, garden salad, frozen fruit cup, and fresh fruit. Remember, the winning recipe for a healthy lifestyle includes a combination of both good nutrition and physical activity. Your body needs a variety of nutrient-rich foods to grow and prevent illness, and your body also needs to move and exercise every day. Now let's review this week's selections. You've got some great entrees to choose from this week. On Tuesday, eat at home on a teacher workday. Wednesday, a buffalo chicken wrap, and on Thursday, a beefaroni with breadstick. That's what's on slate at your school's cafeteria, so don't miss any of this nutritious, delicious, and healthy meals with the Lunch Bill Affair. I'm Hunter Ledman. Back to you.
Thanks, Hunter. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of helpful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now, don't go away. Coming up, the National Speak Up Survey. This now open. We have the details. Your school news will continue after the break.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream, that I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly, just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back to your school news. New Hanover County Schools is participating in the National Speak Up Survey this year.
This survey polls K through 12 students, parents, educators, and community members about the role of technology for learning in and out of school.
Speak Up has 3 primary objectives.
First, to provide a mean for local schools and districts to easily and effectively listen to and act upon the ideas of their stakeholders.
Second, to provide a conduit for the voices of education stakeholders, most notably students, to inform national and/or state policies and programs.
And third, to stimulate new local discussions around the use of technology within education.
The goal of the Speak Up survey is to get as many students, teachers, community members, and parents to participate in the survey as possible.
You are encouraged to access and take the survey today. Just head over to the New Hanover County School System website at nhcs.org and look for this Speak Up logo at the bottom of the page. Then just follow the directions.
Read the instructions and begin the survey. Please note that the Speak Up surveys are designed to be completed in 1 to 20 minutes online session. If you exit the survey before completing it, you will not be able to log back into your original survey session.
The deadline for completing the survey is January 13th.
Well, that does it for this edition of Your School News, recapping some of our main stories. Board of Education held their monthly meeting. Watch it online. 14 students named to North Carolina Elementary's Honors Course. And Officer Friendly visits College Park Elementary to talk safety.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Leah Schwagel.
And I'm Alexei Medvedev. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great day.